mic is muted. Hang on, why is my mic muted? Doesn't say it is. We are live. It's your brother from another mother. I finally made it. Hopefully you guys didn't all go to bed on me. You probably did. It's late, I know. Gonna wait and see how many people we get into the room. See how it goes. We're gonna give away a toolbox tonight. Got two. Case Tractor, can you hear me? I want to make sure my mic's working. Do I have audio? Man, I'm struggling right now. I didn't want to let you guys down. I wanted to make sure I did this tonight. I got a freaking... Okay, you can hear okay. Good deal. We'll stick around and see what everybody's doing. I had a little birthday party I had to do with my neighbors tonight, so I had to come on kind of late. I got my freaking neck is all screwed up, man. I've been sitting in a chair for like 3 days. I can't sit no longer. It's driving me crazy. I got to get up and do something. But I think I'm going to go to this little Asian guy, let him poke me with some needles tomorrow. See if that helps. I know I just got a knot in the center of my shoulder blade, and then it started going into my neck, or it makes it really hard to get up and down. Anyway, it's just getting old, man. It's part of the craft. When you bend over and touch your toes for 40 years, you know, your body don't like it. So anyway, I'm getting better. I was a little better today. Man, a couple days ago, I couldn't even turn my head. I was like this. I couldn't even turn my head at all. But I've been moving a bunch of heavy boxes with like a utility truck for the last like 3 days before that. And I think that's what did it. I overdid it with that utility truck. But check it out. We're going to give away one of these tonight. I got a green, a red, and a blue. So everybody can decide which one. They're pretty cool. And I want to thank Doc Mojo, man. Doc Mojo. I'm gonna put this guy up here. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. I am feeling a little better. I've been under the weather a bit with this back thing. My back, I've always had problems with, but my neck, man, it's hard to do anything when you're like this. You can't move your head, you know. Anyway, I want to put on here. Hey, Fisherman, how you doing? I don't think I've seen you here before. Have you been here before? If not, give us a follow. We have a good time here. We're going to give away a little one of these mini toolboxes tonight. So whoever's here at the end of the live, we're going to spin for this toolbox. And I want to bring that up. Doc Mojo, he's one of the guys that comes here on all the time, and he donated some money to us that allowed us to buy these toolboxes. So we appreciate that. All you new people that just joined in, we're giving away a mini toolbox tonight. Looks like this. They're from Harbor Freight, but they're actually pretty cool. They're pretty well built, and whoever wins it, you know, there's no charge to you for the shipping as long as you're within the United States. We're not going to ship outside the United States. Hey, if you guys would, anybody that's seen us on Instagram tonight and found this link, or you found us on TikTok, would you put that, you are the real Santa? I am. I ain't feeling it. I was telling one of the other guys, he knows I pinched a nerve in my back, you know, I pinched a nerve in my neck. So I've been struggling for about the last 4 days. So I didn't want to let you guys down tonight, so I made sure I was here. So anyway, anybody that's seen us on Instagram or other than our YouTube feed, let me know, because I'm wondering if that helps at all for the lives. Anybody got any big, hey, tonight before we get started, I'm not going to do the fun facts tonight if you guys don't mind. I'm going to keep it pretty short and simple, and we'll get to the spin-off for the tool. And so everybody, gets a chance to win the toolbox. Are you AI? No, I'm not AI. Believe me. Watch this. Can AI do that? I'm sure it can. Anyway, where are you? I'm in Northern California. I'm an ASE certified master mechanic. We normally bring all automotive content here. We talk about hot rods, motorcycles, anything that has to do with horsepower. We got a bunch of gearheads that hang out here. And on Friday, this is usually our Friday nights. On Friday nights, we do a tool giveaway. So every Friday night, we give away a tool. Everybody that's here at the end of the live will have access to be able to be in the drawing. Yeah, definitely talk about Harleys. I got a couple. Actually, I have. How many do I have now? I only got 2 now. I sold my other one. I had 3, but I sold 2. I got a 91 electric glide, carbureted electric glide that I put 115,000 miles on. And then I just bought a 83 first generation Evolution, the first Evolution motor that came out with an Evolution in it. Beautiful bike. And I just sold my Road King. I had a Road King that I sold. Anyway, we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, man. I am a Harley enthusiast. Can I be a mod? Yeah, we can do that, but we'll see if we need one tonight. I'm hoping we won't have to. The problem is I can't figure out the mod thing. Right now we're running through StreamYard. Am I on the naughty list or the good list? We'll find out tonight if you win that toolbox or not. Anyway, this is a kind of a cool little thing we got going on. I usually do lives 2 days a week. Fridays are like a fun night. We can just like talk about whatever, talk about hot rods, talk about our projects. And on Saturdays, I usually go in and I teach some automotive things. So anyhow, for you guys that, I got 3 different, actually this is my toolbox, but I'd be willing to give it up if somebody wanted the green one. So I got a green, a blue, and a red. And Doc Mojo, I want to pin this guy, man. This guy is incredible, man. Every time Doc comes on here, he gives me a thanks. You go to the end of your phone, there's a thank you thing where you can send money. It's like buying me a coffee. And he's given us like enough money that we were able to buy these nice tools to give away tonight. So when you guys see that guy hanging around, you tell him thank you, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be able to have these nicer tools to be able to give away. And it pays for the shipping. It costs about, let's see, these are going to cost about $35 by the time we paid for them and then ship them. So anyway, that guy's, do you fish? I do fish. I've fished for many years, and I don't fish as much as I used to. But my grandson right now, he lives in Tennessee, and he just like placed like, I think he placed like 32nd in a field of 300 boats for the Tennessee Bassmasters High School Division. So he's a big time fisherman, man. He loves fishing. Do you have a channel at Fisherman AI? Do you have a channel here on YouTube? Shout yourself out, man. If you do, we don't mind it. So what's been going on with everybody? I bet I missed a big part of the crew. What's your PB? Explain to me what you mean by PB. Oh, personal best? I live in Northern California, so we don't get huge ones here, but I caught a 9 3/4 largemouth out of a pond. It wasn't a private pond, but a pond along the river. 9 3/4 on a 10-inch black worm. I think my grandson's PB is like a 14-pounder or something like that. Crazy. We caught a really nice German brown up here one year. It was a 30-inch, 10-pound German brown out of Butt Lake. We'll say bye-bye to that guy. $6.5. Where are you at, fisherman? Where are you from? Hey, Case Tractor, are you the one that sent me the picture of the light? I think, were you? Or was that Motorin? Is Motorin? I don't think Motorin's here, is he? I think it was Motorin. Hey, who sent me the picture of the light that he put on the tractor? I can go back and look at the email. Hang on, let me see. No, that's my other email account. Anyway, I got a picture to show you. It was Motorin. Okay, brother. Hey, I want to show your picture, okay? What's up, Will? What's up, Motorin? Sorry I'm late, man. I had a Christmas party thing I had to do with my neighbors tonight, and I didn't want to be rude and leave. I had to wait until it wrapped up. And my neck's all screwed up, man. I pinched a nerve in my neck. I am messed up right now. I can't even hardly tie my own shoes. Bye. Fisherman, you taking off? We're going to give away a toolbox tonight. Hey, Case. I got that up too. I'm going to share it tonight. Let me show this. Motorin sent this to me. He bought one of those LED lights we were selling. Are you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. Why do I sound drunk? Wilt, I'm not near drunk. I'm in pain. That's probably why I'm like in serious pain right now. Anyway, let me pull up. Motorin's put one of these LEDs on his tractor, and he sent me a picture I want to show you guys. That's pretty cool, huh? Motorin, you're in Maine, right? Am I right? This is just a Pepsi, just so you know. I'm not getting drunk. Yeah, I bet. Those things are crazy how nice. They're bright, man. I was blown away. And they've come down on price. They're like $8 a unit now. South Dakota, yeah. It's nice having that light. It's nice having that light to blast out there, huh? You know what's nice about those LEDs is you can run them without a relay, because they don't draw nothing, man. They draw like an amp, so you can just run them straight through a switch. Case Tractor, you're from Maine. What's it like in Maine right now? It's foggy here right now. Super foggy. What the hell's that about? Hang on, I got some kind of alarm going off. That's what happens when you get old, man. You got to set an alarm for every freaking thing you do because you can't remember jack. Ugh. So anyway, he put this on his tractor so he could see. So anyhow, that's pretty cool. I still got to mount those on. I'm so behind on all my projects right now. Between trying to get all my stuff squared away for the internet stuff and Shopify and TikTok and Instagram. 21 degrees feels like 13. Yeah, I'll bet. I can't do that cold weather, man. I'm a wussy. You know, it's weird. When I ride my Harley, I don't get cold. I don't know why. I don't feel the cold when I'm riding. But when I step outside and it's under 50, I'm freezing, man. I cry like a little girl. I was hoping we could get some people in here tonight that had questions so we could do questions and answers for a little bit. Hey, let me pull this tool up that I want to get the names right. Yeah, Case Tractor, he sent me this tool. I want to throw it out there again for everybody to see. Anybody got any guesses on that as a tool? To me, it looked like some kind of a piping tool where you hold a pipe and turn it or something, maybe for like putting in a well or something. He found it on his property. It's pretty old. It has like a kind of a funny little bit on the very end down here. But I want to make sure I display. This is an old tool that Case Tractor found on his property. He's wondering if any of us knew what it was. Tooth puller. Back in them days, he's probably not far off. I had a buddy that was from Poland. And he said, man, he goes, when they went to the dentist, they didn't get Novocaine or nothing. He said they strapped you in a chair and they had these old drills that they were like really underpowered. And he goes, they would just drill away, man. There was no Novocaine or nothing. Down in Oklahoma, Florida in winter, my dad gets cold riding his Harley. He's a wimp at 78 years old. My dad lived there. The property back then had no running water or electricity. Yes, I don't know. What would you use that on a property with no running water? I don't know. Will, really? You've done that? Pulled your own teeth? I've heard of people doing that are on the, like, you know, out at sea, you know, get a pair of vice grips and pull it out. Jesus, I don't know if I could. You'd have to hold me down, man. It'd probably take 3 guys to hold me down. I hate going to the dentist. My son-in-law did that before. The dentist, they couldn't get it paid for, and he had a really bad tooth. Man, he went in the bathroom and pulled it out. Vice grips, yep. That's what people say, vice grips. Wilt a strange duck. Yeah, I guess you'd have to be. I don't think I could do it, man. I don't think I could do it. All right. I'm going to put in, I don't think I'm even on there, am I? It once had a pipe going from a wall house across the street into a sinister and basement long 4 feet. Really? Holy crap, you guys are crazy, man. But you know, when you're in pain, you don't care, man. You'll do whatever it takes. I seen this thing. I couldn't believe it. It was an online thing. But I seen this thing where this guy, he went into the emergency and he was trying to get his tooth pulled because tooth pain is the worst pain in the world. I don't know, with this nerve in my back right now, in my neck, I got a pinched nerve in my back, my neck right now. I can't even put my own damn shoes on right now, believe it or not. And that's why I missed all last week, man. I've been on the couch for like 4 or 5 days. Not couch, but sitting in a chair. But anyway, when you're in pain, you don't care. You just want the pain to go away. And I watched this thing where this guy, he went into an emergency, was trying to get his tooth taken care of, and they wouldn't see him because it was a dental thing. And he was in so much pain, man. He went outside and he took a .22 long rifle pistol and held it right there and shot himself in the side of the face to get the tooth out. Then he had a bullet hole on the other side of his face where he shot himself. I'm like, man, you got to be in some pain to do that. Pain will make you do some crazy crap, man. My first wife, man, she used to suffer from, I don't know if you guys know what cluster headaches are. They call them suicide headaches, but it's the worst pain in the world, man. And we used to deal with that. It's some crazy ass pain. She get these crazy pains, man. Like, they last 3 months every day, 3 months every day for 3 months. Then they go away, and she wouldn't have another one for 2 years. It was like clockwork. Every 2 years, she'd have these crazy headaches, and then she'd have like 8 a day. They'd put her on the ground. It ain't like a can't see me. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of this thing. Thanks, brother. Had this tool up there. How come I'm so little? Okay, hang on. There we go. Anyway, my first wife, she used to have these crazy headaches. And they called them headaches, but man, they were like attacks, man. They put her on the ground squirming. I mean, she'd be like squirming, like she thinks she's dying. Oh, Case Tractor, you know what I'm talking about then. They're the worst. They're the worst thing to deal with in your world, man. There's shit you can do about it. Hey, how's your mom doing? Because I can give you some advice on that deal. My wife was the same way. Her eye would droop. I could tell when she's getting ready to get one. Clusters are like, man, they make a migraine look like a walk in the park. But you know, I found something that this is amazing. So they have a cluster board. Back in the day, they didn't have the internet like it is now, but they had like forums you could get on. And so I was doing all the research I could do, you know. And she did. We went to this board. It was called clusterheadache.com, and they had a forum where people would get on there and say what helped them and what didn't. And you know, believe it or not, this guy got on there and said 100% oxygen at full flow rate will put them in remission. We'll make them where you can abort the headaches. So I kept going to the doctor and telling them that, you know. And finally, I got a doctor. I said, what is it going to hurt to subscribe her some oxygen? It's freaking oxygen. And then, so they finally prescribed her oxygen, and we got this full flow mask for her. And as soon as she felt it, if we got her on that oxygen, it would stop it. It was life-saving. Prior to that, we used to have to go to the hospital, and they'd give her Demerol, just knock her out, and then be good for one day. And then the next day she'd be having another one. So we'd be up at the hospital like every other day. And the whole time the cure was hanging on the wall. 5 feet from us, the cure was hanging right there. And then a lot of people claim now that psilocybin from, I probably said it wrong. I have a hard time saying that word. From mushrooms will abort them. There's a bunch of like studies showing that people they have some people that are chronic. They have it every day their whole life. It's horrible, man. Also, she has sleep apnea and stopped breathing. She was on a CPAP, but not anymore. Yeah, they told me that too. Mystic Mountain, did she Hey, Wilt, he trying to get me to shave that beard no matter what, huh? Hey, dude, if I thought it would make my neck feel better, I'd shave it off tonight. Yeah, I'm not a wuss, man, but this neck thing, I'm not shitting you, man. Yesterday, I was stuck in my chair, dude. I couldn't even get out of the chair. I was like, I could only go that far. The pain was so intense, it would stop me from going any farther. Then I figured out if I turned my head left and then went, it didn't hurt as bad. So I was able to get out of my chair. It sucks, man. It sucks. I missed 3 days work. I got a car half torn apart, half built right now at work, and I had to take days off. Yeah, man. You know what? I know what you're talking about, Case Tractor. It can really affect your quality of life. My wife went through so much pain with those things. And we had people on the message board that actually committed suicide from them. No, my girl's been after me. I think tomorrow or the next day I'm going to go see somebody. Because usually if I just leave it alone after 2 or 3 days, I feel better. But this one, man, it's hanging in hard. It ain't giving up, And I got shit to do. I ain't got time to be laid up. I got stuff to do. And I try to just do stuff, work through the pain. But, man, this pain just gets so intense. You can't ignore it. It's like, no, I'm walking around like a 90-year-old man in the house, can barely go get a cup of coffee. Motor in. Got 2007 Ford Edge, replaced water pump a year ago. Now not blowing hot air at idle. Antifreeze level good. Gauges where it should be. Ideas. You're not getting any heat for your heater on the inside. No heater at an idle. If I had to, does it blow heat if you're running it at 2,500? We getting old. No shit, Will. We're not getting any younger, that's for sure. Yeah, I missed you guys last week. Yeah, there's a guy that's a block from my house that does acupuncture. I think I'm going to go give it a shot. So you got heat at highway speed, just nothing at an idle. It sounds like flow to me. So what happens at 2,500, you get a lot more flow. What I would do, more than likely, what's happened is the heater cord is becoming plugged. You can try this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Yeah, but if he has heat on the highway, he should have heat at idle. It sounds like a plugged up heater core. Hey, go out there at an idle and fill the tubes on the heater core and feel if they're both, one's hot and one's cold. If one's hot, so let it idle for about 10 or 15 minutes and feel the upper and lower and see if one's hot and one's cold. If it's at an idle and you run it at high speed and they both get hot, but at an idle, one's hot and one's cold, it's probably getting plugged up, the heater core. Oh, that's true, Will. If it has a vacuum controlled heater control valve, yeah, that'll do that. Especially if you've lost a one-way check valve for the reservoir. Check that you got vacuum at an idle at that heater control valve. Or just force it open. Find the heater control valve if it's vacuum. What year is that thing? He said it's pretty late though. It's an 07. It should be motor. It should be a motor. Should be idle air control. Should have an idle air motor or a blend door motor. Now, if the blend door motor is the problem, it's not going to be change it between idle and 2,500. Sounds like flow to me. Sounds like a flow problem. I tell you what I've done before on those heater cores is disconnect both hoses, both lines, and force water through them one way and then force water the other way and just let them run for like half hour, 45 minutes, both directions. So in other words, take both hoses off the heater core, put a hose, from, your house hose, like a garden hose on the top one and turn the water on and let it run for like a half hour, 45 minutes, and then push it the other way. Take it off the upper one, put it on the lower one, and then turn it on and let it run for 45 minutes, and then hook your hoses back up. and see if you get the heat back. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's got electronic blendor motors, and when they go, they go. They're either not, they're working or they're not. Yeah, I'd take a look at the heater core. I bet it's getting plugged up. And like I said, if you let it idle, say for 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, go out there and put your hands on the hoses. If one's hot and one's cold, you're not getting no flow through the heater core. For whatever reason, there's no flow. Try that. Let us know next week. We'll see if we can help you on that. Yeah. It might just, it's pretty common. Heater core's plugged, and that's why I tell people to maintain your you should change your coolant like every 2 years, at least minimum every 2 years, because it builds up like stuff in the coolant, like it looks like scale. You know, there is I'm trying to think of what it is, because we use some stuff. Can't remember what the hell it is, but they do have some radiator flush. Sometimes vinegar does a pretty good job. You know, white vinegar does a pretty good job. But they do have some stuff you can get. I can't remember what the hell it's called though. It's like a radiator, but it's made for heater cores. It's like a radiator flush. And it's not usually when it's the heater core, it's just like a Band-Aid thing. It'll fix it for a while, and then over time it'll come back. Because the passages on those heater cores are just super small, just tiny little passages, and they're hard to clear. In the Tesla, $500. Yeah, I don't know on a Tesla, because they might have some different type of cooling oils that they use for the electric motor. Believe it or not, electric cars actually still have oil. They use oil to cool a motor. I'm not sure on Teslas. Maybe somebody else can chime in. I haven't messed with many Teslas at all. But I know they use, like, even on the Toyotas, the Prius, they do have an oil that they use that keeps the electric motor cool. But I don't know what the maintenance requirement on that was. Seafoam? Will, you've used seafoam before for that? For a radiator? I've never tried it. We use seafoam for different things at the shop, but I don't remember. Usually though, when it's a heater core, it's just it'll come back. I mean, it's a quick fix for a little while. Usually just changing the heater core out, that's the best way to fix it, which isn't an easy job. I know why people try to do that without it, because, that's not an easy job. Heater cores can be a pain in the butt. I've done some heater cores that take all day. And then I have other, like I'll explain, the Ford Rangers, you could change the heater core in like 10 minutes. Had a little box, you take the screws off, take the hoses off, and the heater core just slid out. 10-minute job. Now you do a heater core on a early 80s Ford Taurus, you have to take the whole dash out. I'm not bullshitting you. The whole dash comes out. When you get done, you're looking at the firewall. There ain't nothing on the firewall but the throttle cable sticking through, and that's it. Man, it looks like you're at the assembly plant. You got the steering column out, you got the cluster out, you got the whole dash sitting outside on the ground. Some of the heater cores are a real pain in the ass, and they take forever. It's expensive to do. Yeah. Crown Vics. Hey man, I learned tricks on the Crown Vics, man. I can do them now. I did a lot of Crown Vics. We figured out a way to get the heater box out. It's kind of sketchy, but you get, those little airbags they use to like get into cars, like to pop the doors, to get when somebody leaves their key in their car. You get a couple of those, and you can get in there and you can move stuff around too. I mean, you got to be careful because you go too far, you'll break the dash. Yeah, the Crown Vics too. We used to have to do all that to do the blend door motors. But man, we came up with a way to get those in and out without picking everything apart. We made some special tools, a little wrench on a string. And then, like I said, we use those little bags that they use for getting keys out of it, for how to unlock a car, when their keys are locked in. It's a little bag and you pump it up and you can put those in there. And what we used to do is it has that little shaft that comes up. We'd reach in there and cut that off with a Sawzall, the piece, the shaft part of the old motor, and then just reach up in there. We made a socket set with a little tiny bar where you can get those screws out, and you can get those blend door motors in and out without pulling the dash out on the Crowns. The water pump was a terrible job. Inside engine chain driven. Really? It was a chain drive? What is on that again? What did you say that was on again? A Ford Edge. It was chain drive. Jesus, man. What do they think of next? All this stuff, they make it so hard to fix them. Gosh, you guys remember you could change I used to be able to do a water pump on a small block Chevy in 45 minutes. I used to do them so fast, the water pump would be so hot it'd burn your hand. You couldn't hang on to it, and I'd have it off before the engine cooled down. I mean, you could rip them off. I mean, you could do them I could do a small block water pump in like 40 minutes if I was in a hurry. And now, man, things take so much longer. So what color are you guys thinking tonight for the toolbox? Oh, my neck is so toasted. Green, I couldn't remember from last week. I thought you guys said gray or black. Yeah, the good old days when you could fix stuff with an end wrench. One time I pulled the transmission out of my Chevy pickup with end wrenches. With like 6 end wrenches. I pulled the transmission out. Can't do that now. Red. Motorin says red. Okay, I got a red, a blue, and a lime green. So the red is still in the box. I'm not going to unbox them, but they look like this. And they got a flip lid. They got their drawer liners in them, the lift out drawer liners, just like a toolbox does. And then they got slide drawers. I should have bought 10 of these. These things are so cool. My girl went and picked these up for me today. It was nice of her because I was down. I was like, geez, I didn't even want to walk to get in the car. All right, so we'll do red. We'll do red tonight. It's my own fault we don't have many people in tonight. Hey, you guys want to flip a coin tonight? Do you guys want to flip a coin? Half of you take heads, the other half take tails, and then whoever wins will go heads and tails to decide who wins the toolbox, huh? What do you think? All right. Is that cool? I'm sorry, man. I'm not feeling it tonight. I was going to get the little spinner out and stuff. I feel like a wussy. My back is toast. I needed to go to the bar all day. I probably feel better by now. And Motorin, you won last week, right? Didn't you win the light? I'm going to keep that straight. because if you win, I want to put your light in your toolbox. Okay, so if Motorin wins, I'm going to put your light in your toolbox when I ship it to you, okay? Let me go get a coin. Hey, we're going to let Skeletor in. He just showed up at the last minute. We're going to let him in or no? It's up to you guys. Yeah, I'll be all right. I just need some days. I'm not good at sitting and doing nothing, man. That's my problem. I can't sit still. I've always been that. All right. Wilt said let him in. I think we ought to let him in. He's been here a few times. He's getting to be one of the good old boys. We'll just do the quarter thing and then we'll narrow it down from there. Looks like I'm outvoted. I'm the boss, applesauce. Oh, you know, what the hell is that about? I just lost my light. Okay, we're going to split you guys up into two groups. We'll put Skeletor, Wilt, and Motorin in one group. And then we got Case Tractor. Who am I missing? Who am I missing? Let's take roll. You guys put on there, hey, I'm in. Hey, I want to put this, I want to really make sure I shout this guy out, man. Let's see, how do we do this? Hang on a sec. Next time we're doing this, I want to make sure. See that guy, Doc Mojo, man? I got Will, I got Motorin. You guys put in if you're in. I'm missing somebody. Motorin, Wilt, Skeletor, Case Tractor. Looks like we just got 4 or 5 watching. Somebody's not speaking up. So I got Skeletor, Wilt, Motorin, and Case. Is that correct? Anybody else want to speak up? You better speak up now. I thought Anderson was here. Maybe he had to leave. Somebody was here. One of our usuals, I thought. All right, man. Looks like we just got the 4, huh? Okay, so I'm going to go Case Tractor and Skeletor and Wilt and Motorin. All right. So I'm going to assign heads to Wilt and Motorin and tails to Case and Skeletor. You guys good with that? We comprende? Wilt, Motorin is heads. Case and Skeletor is tails. You guys ready? What does this say? New comments. Wilt says heads. Okay, yep. Here we go. Let's see if I'm going to put the camera where you guys can see the quarter. Cool. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. I'm going to get on the other side. Let me do this. I'm going to go here. Let's see if you guys will be able to see. This ain't gonna be easy, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Okay, here we go. You guys see that? It's kind of blurry, huh? Came out the heads. Okay. Now we're down to Wilt and Motorin. Case and Skeletor is out. Here we go. Good luck to you guys. Oh, we better say who's who. Wilt, you want heads or tails? Wilt, you want heads or tails? Wilt says tails. So tails, it goes to Wilt. Heads, it goes to Motorin. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to try to keep this where you guys can see it. Kind of. Came up heads. Wilt said tails. Motorin. It was heads. Motorin's the winner. Okay. Are we good? Congratulations, Motorin. That'll save me having to ship something too. Are we clear? Motorin was the winner. Are we clear on that? Motorin won with a flip of tails. And Motorin, you did say red, right? Congratulations, buddy. I know, huh? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We need to get more people in the live. I haven't been doing a very good job at it. I'll tell you that. I've been slack-a-lacking. I'm gonna write your name on here right now so I don't forget who it goes to. Motorin. Already got your address too. That makes it easy. Here you go, brother. Merry Christmas to you. I hope you have a good one. Hope everybody does have a really good Christmas. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And we're going to try to do our best to be on here live more, the more we can. Thanks, Motorin. I appreciate you saying that. Merry Christmas to everybody. We are going to come up with a way to have our own crew eventually, where everybody's going to get some kind of a badge, so people know that you guys are like, you're our usuals that are here. I appreciate you guys coming. You always show up every week, and it makes it nice. Makes me feel like it's worth doing. I appreciate it from you guys. If you guys would get a chance, go check out our Shopify account. We got apparel there available. We got shirts, hats, long sleeve, short sleeve. We got flex fit. We got snapbacks, and we do have some trucker hats that are available at a decent price. You can get a hat for like I think $32 or something like that for some of the cheaper stuff. But anyway, when you guys get a chance, go check out our Shopify account. And then I'm probably gonna sign off early tonight, man. I'm gonna go hang out in my chair and lick my wounds. Hey, brother, I appreciate that. Hey, unless I can't make my big mouth move, I'll be here. No problem. I'm gonna get over this. It's just gonna take a few days. I'm getting there. Man, yesterday I don't think I would have made the live, but today I was like, I got to make sure I make it happen. I don't like to be, I'm a man of my word. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I hate it. I hate to let people down. All right, guys, appreciate it. Hey, like I said, if you have the time, if you're looking for Christmas presents, go check out our Go Big apparel. We have some biker shirts, and we got some like funny shirts and stuff too there. So go check that stuff out. I'm going to sign off. Thanks for you guys showing up tonight. Wish I could give you a message. Hey, Wilt, go sign up on my Instagram. Go to Instagram and just send me a message on Instagram. It's Go Big Garage over there too. If it doesn't come up, Go Big Garage, put in Go Big Garage Brian. I think that's what I did. Go Big Garage Brian. Something like that. Anyway, I'll send you a link. Will, I'll send you a link, brother. I'll send you a link in your email, man. Okay? All right, guys. You guys have a good night. Have a good and safe holiday. Hope everybody has a great week, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you guys 100%.